Welcome to the Do Good Mavericko podcast. Is this going to be a new era for my note-taking? I just got a tablet in the mail, and it might revolutionize my note-taking and note finding, The thing is, for years now, I've been taking a bunch of notes, something like around 1,000 to 2,000 pages per year, in handwritten notes, because I use a notebook a lot. Let me just put this phone down on the roof of my car, and let me see if I can find a few of my notebooks. So the ones I've been using most the last few years is basically these A4 size notebooks with squared pages inside. That looks like this, and it's about 96 blades of paper, something like that. So about 200 pages in each. These I've been using a lot over the last few years. So usually something like 7 to 9 of those notebooks per year, something like that. And also some of these kind of just cheap notebooks as well. And a little bit, I've been using a Filofax in A4 as well. And by the way, these other cheap notebooks that I mentioned in A4 size, they are also squared pages. And in my Filofax, this kind of loose leaf paper binder, I'm also using squared pages inside. So it looks kind of like that. And the thing is, I've been searching for a way to basically take notes and have some kind of system behind it where I can actually quickly and easily find my notes after I've taken them. By the way, I'm sorry if this video quality and audio quality might be very bad. There seems to be a bunch of glare and background noise, so sorry about that. But yeah, basically the last decade or even longer, I've been looking for an effective way to take notes and actually find the notes again and have some kind of system behind it, but I've never been able to find it. I've tried Evernote. That was an absolute disaster because it didn't work. And I barely tried Google Keep. That was not going to work at all. It lacked a lot of functions. A bunch of people were recommending me to try using a tablet lately, but I was skeptical about it. Because I've basically been looking for a proper note-taking app or software where I could store my notes. And yeah. But about note-taking in general, when I look back, one of the most life-changing lessons or life-changing skills I've ever learned, one of them, it's far up there, is note-taking. Using a journaling, whatever you call it, using a journal, using a notebook, something like that. a physical notebook. And when I say a tablet might revolutionize the way I'm taking notes, I'm not going to replace my physical notebooks. I don't think that's ever going to happen for me. So my plans with this is to combine it, where I can still use my physical notebooks for a bunch of things, but a lot of my notes will be taken on a tablet. And some of the notes that I'm taking in a physical notebook, I can take pictures of them and insert them into the tablet. But one of the main things that really kind of pushed me on to try out a tablet is AI. Because usually I've been doing my brainstorming sessions and problem solving sessions, thinking on paper, stuff like that. I've been doing it in my physical journal with a pen and paper. Now with all these AI tools coming out, a lot of that brainstorming should really be combined with AI, because you can ask AI for things. By the way, do you have some other, you can ask AI, for example, like this. Let's say you are brainstorming on what example should we take? Yeah, let's say you're brainstorming on how you can escape the 9 to 5 rat race, how you can escape that matrix and get to at least $10,000 in profit per month online, semi-passively, let's say, for example, if that's your goal, and you're brainstorming about it. Maybe you're considering starting with email, affiliate marketing, building a personal brand, starting a paid community, whatever it is. When you're brainstorming, if you're doing that with AI, you can ask AI for advice and tips and ideas, you know. Yeah, you could just do that with a laptop, just use the keyboard. Yeah, of course, absolutely. But the thing is, I've found, especially in my case, when it comes to note taking, is that that feeling of using a pen and paper, you know, kind of like physical handwriting, it just never is the same when I'm typing on a keyboard. Because when I'm taking notes by hand, of course, there's some things that are probably happening with that physical writing process, both mentally, emotionally, psychologically, whatever it is. That's one thing, but I'm also drawing out things, arrows down. Maybe I'm doing a little bit of mental mapping, highlighting stuff, writing by hand, inserting notes, stuff like that. And it just doesn't feel the same. And also it just doesn't function the same way with just computer writing on a laptop. So I'm going to experiment with using a tablet for that. So yeah. And also, you know, my hopes is that I can also do some of the working from the laptop, from the tablet as well. So maybe a bunch of the things that I've been using a laptop for, hopefully a bunch of that I can use the tablet for, because I really like working from a notebook with a pen and paper. So maybe some of the tasks that I do, I could work from the tablet and kind of feel somewhat like working from a notebook. You know, imagine working with a pen and paper like this, doing things, you know, not just writing things and capturing things, but also kind of creating and producing things, that you can do things kind of from your notebook but on your tablet, and you can send things, answer messages, make job posts for things you need to get done, a bunch of stuff. So hopefully that's going to work as well. But especially when it comes to taking notes, and finding notes. So yeah. Let me see. I got this package in the mail today. This is not supposed to be. This is not supposed to be some kind of unboxing video. But yeah. By the way, this is my pocket knife, my Victorinox. What model is it? I think maybe it's the Climber, a Swiss Army knife. I've been carrying these, you know, a Swiss Army knife I've been carrying in my pocket pretty much almost every day since I was 10 years old. So yeah, pretty much over 2 decades of carrying a Swiss Army knife daily. A little bit of that MacGyver feel, you know. So yeah, this is not exactly an unboxing video, but here it is. That's the keyboard. But yeah, a Galaxy Tab S10 Ultra 5G. So yeah, Samsung tablet. And then the note paper screen to get more of that writing on paper feel. And the book cover keyboard slim AI key. Yeah, so basically a keyboard and some kind of, yeah, what is it called? Bag? Not exactly bag, but folder. Cover, I mean, book cover, yeah. So that's basically the setup that I'm going to try. And you know, that tablet also includes a pen, so yeah, hopefully it's going to work. But computer stuff and technology and software and all that being what it is, it might turn out to be a nightmare, but hopefully not, because it seems like Samsung Notes and Microsoft OneNote has become pretty good. So hopefully I'll get that to work. But yeah, this is just some quick thoughts around note taking and maybe the new era of note taking. Yeah, well, what's the point of note taking? You might ask, if you are not already doing it. Note taking, it can be life changing. Oftentimes you get great ideas, you learn things, but you forget about it. But if you jot it down, you have kind of captured it. But the problem with a lot of note taking is that once you have captured it, if you don't have a good system for it, it can be really hard to find and systematize, because you might have notes about your online email marketing plans, for example, but they are spread around through 24 different notebooks on 300 different pages, or whatever it is, then it's kind of hard to find. So if you're combining the two with a note-taking app and a tablet, then you can also search inside your notes, because they have functions now that seems to actually be working as well. where you can search for handwritten notes as well. Evernote claimed to have that function years ago, but I never ever got it to work. And with these new note-taking apps, like the one from Samsung, they also claim it has some audio notes function where you can talk to it, which is really exciting. Because sometimes the ideas are flowing so fast that you can't write fast enough. But if you can speak them, at least I and most people, we can speak a lot faster than we can write. And that can make it easier. And then you can also incorporate or use AI as well in your brainstorming sessions. So yeah, that might be an idea for you guys. At least I'm trying it out. We'll see how it goes. I should get to my desk and make a better podcast episode about all this with note taking and transitioning from almost only taking my notes with a pen and paper to using both a pen and paper and a tablet. Look at this view. I've been living nearby this place for decades. But still, I'm never getting tired of this view. Hashtag Norway. Sorry about the background noise. There's a bunch of goats, literal goats, in the background. Look at this view. I live like 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes away from here. But still, this view is breathtaking to me. The lighting is not really, the phone camera is not really doing justice to how beautiful that sunset is behind that mountain. And during the summertime, the sun is setting, not over that mountain, but kind of out in the middle of, in between the mountains in the fjord, kind of. So the sunsets here during summertime is absolutely beautiful. But yeah, I don't know about you guys, but to me, this thought of taking notes on a tablet and actually being able to search up your own notes so that you can more easily apply and take action on your notes. And also the thought of using a tablet, kind of like pen and paper, and working from it as well. So you don't not just only get that laptop or computer way of working, but also kind of doing a bunch of the work almost like from a notebook. But yeah. And this is really exciting because I'm going to use it for my projects online, and what I'm working on is still Terrific 30. That's a long-term goal as well, so I'm not like jumping around on it. But yeah, Terrific 30, I'm basically building an online education and community platform. And the reason I'm calling it Terrific 30 is because I'm interviewing 30 success stories or 30 experts or 30 people on a specific thing. And then I'm turning those 30 interviews into a book and a course for my online education platform, Terrific 30. So yeah. And when it comes to the subjects of most of these courses, in the beginning, most of them will basically be around making money online and success stories of people that have done that. Basically, how to escape the matrix of the 9-to-5 rat race. You know? So if you want to check that out, if you dream about freedom, and the same as me, that you want to learn from these success stories so that you can do the same thing yourself, like I'm planning to do, you should really check it out. Just a few weeks ago, I interviewed a guy that has built a paid community. He was working less than 4 hours per week and making something like 18 or 28,000 euros in profit per month. Both he and his buddy was making the same thing. And then I interviewed an older lady in her 50s, not really old, but she's a grandmother, Michelle O'Neill, and she's making several $100,000 in profit per month from her paid community. So yeah, it's exciting stuff. And she was working like 2 hours per morning of money-making activities. Then also some in addition to that, but that was her main working, you know. So even though I have not achieved it myself, the dream of freedom is possible, you know. And I dream about working a lot more than 4 hours per week or 2 hours per day. But the point is, if you could make money in that way, then your money problems was basically taken care of. And what you do extra is kind of extra, you know, that you still have a lot of freedom. Anyway, fascinating stuff. To check it out, go to terrific30.com. All right. God bless.